All right, so back to the tournament.
Yeah.
We'll talk champions. So the bracket is revealed. We pretty much know each other's final four. Who do you have winning it all?
So
I'll start. Teddy.
Repeat. UConn.
Dave.
I'm sorry, Dave, but I think they got it. They got such an easy well, not easy, but they don't even have to travel that much.
They really don't, which is
They
insane.
don't.
All their travel is short.
Championship, like it's crazy.
Dave.
see, I would have picked Iowa State if they weren't in the same region.
I mean, it's going to match up eventually if that's who your champion is.
That's true, but I don't like the fact that they have to play UConn in that region. The winner, I think,
bro.
I think North Carolina wins it all.
Wow,
that was harder for you to say than UConn. That was tough.
Wow. I gotta hear why, because as a Duke fan, I just gotta hear why.
Like I said, I just like the way that they play. But that also means they're gonna have to be UConn in the championship because I have UConn getting there. I think UConn gets to the championship game. Okay. But I don't know, man. It just from what I see, I just see a big turnaround. Because look, remember last year they were preseason number 1 and missed the entire tournament and rejected to go to NIT. Caleb transfers to Arizona.
Well, he transferred to Michigan first. Then
yeah, that's right.
He transcripts because how I don't know if y'all remember the Marcus Page and all that situation with North Carolina about schools, classes being fake and all they gotta do is just write their name on stuff. Teddy, you don't remember this?
Get out of here.
You don't remember this?
No. Wow.
Brad, it was like a couple years ago. North Carolina was like under the gun for like having fake classes for student athletes and like not even have to do in their finals. All they gotta do is like show up and write their name and like they would pass the final.
Remember when was that the year when the kid played in the national tournament and then he went to his 8 a.m. class or something like that? Was it Luke May or something like that?
I don't know if that's the same year because it wasn't them going to class. It was actually the opposite. It was like they didn't have to go to class. Like
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'll try to find it and send it to you in the chat. But so he transfers to Michigan. If turns out his transcripts or whatever couldn't transfer to Michigan, so he leaves Michigan and then transfer to Arizona.
Wow.
Which he dodged the bullet because Michigan went 8-24. And I even said when he made the decision, I said, it's your funeral. So he dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
He definitely did. But, with that happening but then they got Cormac Ryan. They came in and transferred. RJ Davis, got back on track. The way that they played this year, it just seemed like they're destined to win it all. That's just how I see it.
I ain't mad at the pick. I don't need it to happen because, boy, if Vaughn wins the tournament, I'm cool. He ain't gonna really go at me too much. Y'all, it's over for y'all. After all the BS y'all talked last year in the chat about not making the tournament and skipping up on the NIT, he coming at y'all if they win it all. So y'all gotta deal with it more than me. I do like the North Carolina pick though. Like you said, man, Cormac Ryan was a huge get from Notre Dame. Harrison Ingram was a huge get from Stanford. That's who I wanted. I wanted Izzo to go after Harrison Ingram, and I wanted him to go after Jordan Brown. Jordan Brown, the transfer from Louisiana, big fella. I want him to go after them too. Well, Izzo decided to go after nobody, and it sucks because he doesn't use the transfer portal. Izzo, please use the transfer portal.
Ooh,
I like that.
Got some baseball news.
Oh, go ahead.
Teddy, TJ Fredo diagnosed with a fractured wrist.
Ooh.
Damn.
That sucks. Get well soon, my boy.
What team is he on again?
I don't remember. I just know he got a fractured wrist.
We'll get well soon, my boy. So Teddy has UConn, Dave has UNC, and as y'all know, I gotta apologize to Tony, man. Preseason, I said Kansas is the best team in the country, and Kansas has done everything to make me look stupid. I'm going UConn. Sorry, Dave. You gonna have to deal with your brother for another year. UConn, man. It's just they ran through the Big East, and it's you would think that the Big East is trash. How much UConn runs.
I hope all three of us are wrong, so I don't have to do UNC or UConn.
For real. That would be dope.
I feel you, but it's like, bro, UConn looks like they're going to dominate like they did last year. If y'all remember, UConn had one of the most dominant tourney runs last year based on the same thing. They had a great non-conference schedule. Played, Tennessee. I think they played Kansas. I think they played North Carolina. And I think they lost to Kansas. They did lose to Kansas. I remember talking trash to Tony. I think they beat UNC.
Yep, they did.
I'll bring their schedule up to be 100% accurate, but my point was about the Big East. You would think that the Big East is trash, how UConn runs through it, but the Big East is a really good conference. Yeah. It's just UConn makes it look easy. Yeah. And so when they play non-conference schools that aren't cream of the crop, it's not hard for them to win. So I think UConn is going to be dominant again. I think UConn basketball with Dan Hurley is building is phenomenal. It's not a one-hit wonder like Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin, I have to say it, but you are a one-hit wonder with Shabazz Napier and Ryan Boatwright. Sorry. But it looks like Dan is building something that can be dominant for years to come. They got scoring with Tristan Newton, Stephon Castle, Caravan, Cam Spencer. Then you got, I'm not calling him his nickname, Donovan Clingan down low, just swatting everything. Pretty solid defensive big man. It's just tough. They're overall a really good team. And with the scoring that you have with Tristan Newton comes the facilitation, the rebounding. It's like he does it all. So UConn is going to be a tough out. I don't think they're an out at all. I think
they play Texas. They play Texas this year too.
Texas was cool at the time, but Texas showed throughout the year that they're not really.
They beat North Carolina. They beat Gonzaga.
Yep, I got it right here. They lost to Seton Hall at Seton Hall, which was crazy. See, like the two losses they have in conference were on the road, but they were like the Creighton game. I remember the Creighton game. Stephen Ashworth couldn't miss. He turned into Jimmer for debt. Like, bro was just not missing. It was just one of them games where no matter what you do, you're not going to lose because they went on a crazy run due to Ashworth. So that was a game where I felt like, okay, that's just an outlier. Seton Hall, losing to Seton Hall is for sure an outlier. And then they lost to Kansas when Kansas was at full strength and they were in Allen Fieldhouse. Like, Kansas was at home. And like Teddy said earlier, we all know Kansas is a different team at home than on the road. So UConn, man, that battle tested, already the defending champs. I have them winning. Like you said, beat North Carolina, beat Gonzaga, beat Indiana, which, I mean, didn't make the tournament, but beat Indiana, beat Texas. I don't see it. I don't see anybody beating UConn.
Iowa State, don't fail me.
Don't fail me. I feel you. I know, bro, definitely going to say something about that.
The crazy thing is I was just on the phone with him before I got on here.
Yeah, man. I might have to be doing some apologizing to Tony after the tournament.
Nah, let's hope you don't.
Well, fellas, great Selection Sunday show. Any last words? Teddy, I'm gonna start with you since you were the first one on. Appreciate y'all for coming on, by the way. Teddy, I need your last words.
Yep, appreciate you.